There is blood on my hands. I just killed an ant. What were you doing in my room, little creature?
Alright, well, let's get this show on the road, yes? Zeno? Hi! Nicchiketto desu!
Happy Friday! Today we're playing Yume Nisshi. Oh, and I'm gonna fucking rip out my earbuds. I hope that doesn't fuck up all the captures. Hi, Altadra! Great to see you! There we go, there we go. Yeah, I had to start an hour late because I went to bed stupidly late and I was very sluggish. I just saw something interesting. I'm not going to mention what it was, but I feel cursed. Anyway.
Hi! Hi! Nicchiketto desu!
We're playing Yume Nisshi. Also, if you're wondering why you don't see any, like, ad revenue or, like, pop-up ads, that's because I had to disable it for this one, because, this one requires no monetization, and, I'm not sure to what extent that is, but better safe than sorry. Anyway, this is Yume Nisshi. I haven't played it before, although the audio sounds very familiar. New game! I don't know anything about this game other than it was a pain in the ass to, then it was a pain in the ass to get to work, but now that I have the system running, I should be able to get any Japanese, fan game to work. This one is translated, obviously. It's your standard, some items are in effect, but they already interact with set effects. Okay, interesting. Save your desk. I don't think so. Anyway, I believe this is Usotsuki. Oh hi, Kami-sama! I don't think I'm using Easy RPG. I think I just did it manually. It's great to see you. I haven't What is this? Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's not ominous at all. What about this door? Is there a horrible balcony? Oh my god, this looks like a stove. Why is my balcony so big? And why is there like a... Okay, so that's... What is this? What is it? Okay, well... I don't know anything about this game. It's tagged as horror. I don't know if there are that many jump scares in it. I'm hoping it's not too jump scary. Good night, world. But I am half asleep, so... I don't like the noise that door made. Okay, so we got 4 doors. Okay. I don't know anything about this game other than this girl's name is Usotsuki, and Usotsuki means liar. Played this myself, but I think it was version 0.3. Because it lays... Yeah, okay. I don't know which version this is, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention. But no, I don't believe I'm using Easy RPG. Also, hang on, just... Ooh. go into audio mixer. Audio, no, do not go into settings. Volume mixer, yeah. Because I can tell that rhythm is already gonna give me a headache. Okay, so I can't run, that's to be expected. Is there anything here? You know, I'm unsettled, because I don't know what to expect. It's just very empty. Maybe I should be sticking to the road? Granted, I've played other fan games that were tagged as horror before and they weren't that scary. But there's like a difference between like regular horror and like jump scary horror. Although there is a lot of overlap. Is there nothing here? Is there nothing? I don't see anything. Okay. Does the 9 key work? Oh! Well, that wasn't suggested on the wiki, so I did it the hard way. It took 2 hours to get this to work, let me tell you. If the 9 key doesn't work, then how am I supposed to wake up? Oh, it's a skill. Honestly, it was satisfying getting into work because I actually, you know. So let me just go to. I was okay with it, honestly, because I actually was able to get it to work in the end. Alright, let's go. Hey, you say that, but I much prefer the 9 key. Okay. Yeah, changing locale was a pain thing. But this time it didn't change my system language, so like I considered that an improvement. Christmas. It could be a Christmas tree. Hello. I haven't seen anything, so I don't really know why I'm unsettled. I just am. Hi. Are you a friend? Are you a friend? 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 Okay, you friend. Which I did think about. That's why it honestly made the working for 2 hours totally worth it. Ooh, crystal. I've heard Wolf RPG is like the hardest one to start working with. I'm not blown away so far, but the first like 20 minutes of any Yume Nikki fan game are typically boring, so. What? Okay. Am I actually going anywhere? Oh yes, I am, okay. It's me! Okay. I think it is important though that you don't start out with just a run ability in a lot of these fan games though, because like when you first get into the world, I feel like you need to walk slowly to like appreciate it. I don't really know what it is, but like I'm very on edge. Oh. Alright, there's a reason for that one. Oops. Let's there we go. Sorry, I forgot to take my stupid creature pills. As I called them. I was like, why do I feel so unsettled? It's fine, don't worry about it. I just forgot to take my meds, which usually makes me, like, feel unsettled. Either that or I'm about to see something horrible. Probably both. It's all good. It's great to see you, though. It's been a while. I'm starting to think this might not lead anywhere. Do I need to go in one of these? Why do I feel like something terrible is gonna happen? No? Yeah, that looks normal. It's a cool looking world. Hello. Is there nowhere else to go? But through the bloody gate? Ah, yes. Does every Yume Nikki fan game have a level that's like an homage to how much the hell level sucked? Because if that's the case, I completely understand, because like, man, I still think about that hell level. They were right though, it was hell. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes simple is like, sometimes simple is good. When you don't want something too difficult. Ooh, I like the music here. We are walking in the Sahara Desert now. I have been here for 3 days and I am running out of water. I will die. Today I found some, what am I doing? Today I found some different colored sand, which is probably important. Oh my god, there's things. Columns. Did you know column is like one thing, like one of the words that I like never can spell? Is this Sussibaka grass? Sand. The word I'm looking for is sand. Ooh. See, a lot of people rave about how much they love flow, but like I don't know, I just had a hard time getting into it. I tried multiple times. Yeah, I did a little bit of research on like what are the ones that most people usually play. Is there like a pattern? Sometimes through the capture I can see, but there's so much gook on my computer, it's like really hard to tell. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going, man. Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do here, unfortunately. Let me just be the first to say, though, I hate these door noises. Like, I really do not like them. Is that a chocolate chip or is that poop? Oh, there's nothing. Okay, cool. Usotsky. Which means liar in Japanese. Hello? Am I about to, you okay? Friend, are you about to eat me? You look like an onigiri. I'm sorry, buddy. Hope you're okay. And not about to kill me. But yeah, part of what motivated me to do it, was just because I figured, hey, once I get, oh, hello. Hi. Okay, you made a, I'm going to church now. Okay. Oh my god, am I gonna get married? Aren't I? Who am I getting married to? I'm getting married to another skeleton? No, I'm getting married to this red dot. Oh, this is pleasant. This is, gonna assume those girls have been hung. Okay. Yeah, okay. This is a thing. Alright then. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. This door kind of looks like a bug. Like a bug face. I hate the noise these doors make. Oh god, it's getting dark. I don't trust like this. I hate it when games do. Oh, I guess I can't go there. Well, okay. Cool. I don't like it when games decide to random. I hate the noise the doors make. I really don't like it. Hello? Oh no! Oh no. I told myself if this was like, if this was indeed like very like horror centric, then maybe it would wake me up, but I don't know if this is what I want. I don't know if anything's gonna happen, and that's what scares me. I don't feel safe. Not at all. On the bright side, though, I did just suddenly get immersed in the game and, like, I wouldn't say, maybe enjoying it is a strong word. I can't get in the beds. Okay. Is this game gonna play like a, is this game... No. Also, I don't think this is a hospital. I thought of this more as like a school. Like a creepy school, and that would be like a nurse's area. But maybe it is a hospital. Oh, well... Hey, there's a patient. Hi. Are you a friend? Yeah, we chill. Alright. Yeah, maybe this is a hospital. I don't know. You seem chill. That's fine. Just a fellow dreamwalker. Yeah, okay, this is some kind of, like... This is some kind of hospital, then. Because if there was only one rooms, I would think it would just be a school infirmary. Infirmary? Infirmary? Yeah, it's infirmary, isn't it? Door... I like that noise. What? Why do you doors have to make those noises? Why are you in prison? Oh, like solitary? Hey, dude. Why are they? Oh, that's because I'm not opening the doors correct. Okay. I don't know why watching through the capture makes me less afraid. Mood. I've done that. You know the feel when you're in a giant, when you're giant and you're in a bathtub and you cry? Yeah. Me too, bro, me too. Or maybe he just has like a really bad cold. I've also had that happen. So no one told you life would ever be this way. The doors are dark and it's scary in here. Okay, just can't open that door. Cool. Cool. So, I don't think I can do anything in here. What am I supposed to do here besides be scared? I like the way her hair moves. Is one of these for me? Where am I supposed to be? This is, I will admit, the atmosphere of this game is kind of freaky. It does that well. Oh. It's a cat. Can I see the cat? Kitty cat, cat, kitty cat, cat? I want to see the cat. Cat, kitty cat, cat, kitty cat, cat, cat. Aww. Cat, kitty cat, cat, kitty cat, 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 kitty cat, kitty cat, cat. I don't know if I can get to it though. Oh. Well, this is certainly a change of scenery. Okay. Yeah, this is normal. This actually does remind me of someplace I've been IRL. It's a burb. It's a borb. It's a brib. Okay, so I guess I have to wait until the bird is on the ground. Hi. Hi. Bird, do you want to get high together? I don't know why. I don't know why that was my first thought. My mic peaks so easily, so like, if I sit down, will you peck my eyes out? You know, for someone who doesn't, like, do drugs, like, I make a lot of drug humor. I don't like the way it paws. Can I just keep... Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain.
Huh?
Is this a sub?
Arigatou gozaimasu!
Even though technically you're not supposed to, technically I can't monetize. Actually, that's not really considered monetization.
But yeah, thank you so much! It's great to see you, Mike.
Is this a sub? I don't know, you tell me. You subscribed for 2 months.
Yay!
And I can hear the horrible door noises.
But yes, thank you so much.
Can I sit on that? Or can't I sit on it? Is this a school or a mental hospital? I'd say what's the difference, but...
Sometimes life takes you by the hand.
I think one thing this game does well is like... Oh, okay. I think one thing this game does really well is its use of just empty spaces. To make you feel alone and unsettled. Please don't start yawning. Bruh, I yawn 24/7. I went to bed at 5 fucking a.m. How could I not yawn? Which, let me tell you, I should not have done. It was... I didn't even want to stay up, and yet I did. It was horrible. Don't you want to join me in the forever sleep? Don't say yes. Whoa, that's a big boy. That's a long boy. Oh. Dude wearing cool shoes outside. Oh. For some reason my dumb brain is like, what do you sell? Nietzsche merch? That would be weird. Well, maybe not that weird, but like... I'm staring at my moral support succulents. No, I don't want to be turned into a Funko Pop. I have too much to live for. Please don't ever make a Funko Pop of me. Oh. Hi. Okay. Right then. This is a nice place. Really, what's the word? Hi. Are you a friend? Foe? Fee-fi fo fum? Hi. You're taller than me. Is this your blood? I guess a friend. It's very pointy. This one looks important, but it doesn't lead anywhere. No, these are definitely needles, like... Can I not get back?
So is this your blood, or did you kill someone here?
I don't know, man. You do you. Unless it's killing me, in which case, please don't do that. Usolsky is too young to die. So I don't know how old Usolsky is.
More blood?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Yep, yep, yep.
Actually, I shouldn't say that because that girl actually was murdered. Rest her soul. One day someone on the stream is gonna be like, are you making a Land Before Time reference? I'm gonna be like, I've been waiting my entire life for someone like you to come. And then we'll have a moment, you know? I'm not feeling like this isn't going anywhere. I too can print my cheek. Actually, it's kind of difficult. Like, how, like, where are you supposed to, like, what part of the cheek are you supposed to pinch? This part? I can barely feel anything. Ow. Okay. Ouch. God Night World. Does my radio play fucked up sounds now? Yeah, okay. Cool. Hello. Hi. Hello, friend. Friend, acquaintance. If this was the other game, I could put a star on my head too. This must lead somewhere. God, I'm so tired today. I'm so tired. Everybody in chat say bad Nietzsche, go to bed earlier. I don't even know why I was awake. I didn't even want to be awake. I wonder how many effects there are. It seems like the effects are, unless you're playing like Yume. Well, even in Yume Toki, it seems like in Fangame the effects are much harder to find. Like, they aren't just there. The great thing about Yume Nikki is you could just immediately find it, and it was like, okay. Oh, hi, Arceat! The countdown. Countdown to what? It's the final countdown. I'm exhausted, because I went to bed stupidly late. I'm doing alright. We're playing Yume Nisshi.
Yume Nisshi?
Nishi, not Nietzsche.
Nishi.
Nisshi. Yeah. Or you can, you know, accidentally delete a month's worth of save files because you accidentally pressed start instead of fucking continue. I'm still mad at the game for that. At least I don't think I lost any effects, but still. Probably gonna be a while before I return to Yume Nisshi because that made me mad. Luckily, I don't think I lost any effects. Oh, basically last stream, which turned out to be a Holocure stream, I ended up playing Holocure instead because unfortunately I accidentally pressed start instead of continue and it wiped my game. I did have a backup, but it was a backup from a month ago, so I did lose some progress. However, I think fortunately I didn't lose that much progress. I don't think I lost any effects. Yeah, browser working. I don't think I lost any effects though, which is I should be very thankful of. Hi, are you friend? Friend? What happened to me? Hi. Thank you. I got a gift.
Thank you.
I mean, maybe it's a little bit hot for a scarf, but like, I'll take it. It's a nice fashion statement. Thank you. Hi. Do these creatures not make noises when you, like, poke them? Like, hi. Do you not speak? Maybe we don't speak the same language. Or maybe I look funny. Maybe if I grew an extra head, they'd talk to me. Maybe they're just not used to the locals, you know? I get it. I understand. Never heard of that bug happening before until someone else mentioned it happening. One of the other games, like today, or maybe yesterday on a different stream. The only real way to combat it, apparently, according to my mod, is just to save regularly and to always have backups. Fortunately, I did have a backup, it was just a month old. There's nowhere to go. My room, punch cheek, bed, and a dream, yeah. Move, enter. Some items are effects, but they are able to interact. Effects can't be equipped in the menu. Save your desk when awake. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I logged in and everything. Maybe I did it wrong. It's possible that's the case. Oh well. It is what it is. Either way, it frustrated me, so. Unless my save data was not actually gone, which is possible. I will admit I did not look super closely because I was miffed. But afterwards I played Holocure and I got raided by 2 wonderful people, so like it kind of worked. It worked out. It was good. It's a heart. This was like a very like classic Yume Nisshi fan game right here. Like it has like a very similar like feel to it. Oh. Oh, are these the prairies? Or whatever they're called? I think they're called prairies. Hi, I don't know why you guys are in prison. That's kind of mean. I'm sorry. It's too bad I can't visit you. Oh well, maybe you'd bite. I don't know. Nothing I can do here? Alright then. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly possible that that my game data wasn't actually gone and I just like was freaking out over nothing. But I don't know. It wouldn't be the first time that that happened, but like, hey,
Get the
straw hat. We're a straw hat. Nice. I look very cute. Like I'm going to an Easter gathering or something. Hi. It's kind of sad that they're in prison. What did they do? Let my boys free. They didn't do anything. Let them free. No, I did not. Maybe it was there. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should have looked there. I'm glad I found some effects though, even if they're just aesthetic, but I don't know if they're just aesthetic. Hello. How are you on this fine day, ma'am? Hi. Is it hard to get NPCs to like make noise when you like talk to them? Because I've noticed a lot of fan games don't have that happen. So I wondered if it's like difficult to like, or not difficult, but like, is it a hassle to program? I don't know. I still want to make a fan game someday. And by someday I mean like sometime soon. And I was doing like a themed one, but I honestly think that I'd probably just be better just to do a random one. In the true style of Yume Nisshi. Cold. This Snuggie was my sister, so it doesn't fit me. It's too big. Oh well. Trying to put it behind me. There we go. That is a little better. A little better. Yes, yes. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. I wonder how long this game is. All I need is like a piece of straw, like, poking out my mouth, you know? What? I can't go down here? Okay, well that proves that the map is not infinite. That's good to know. Because I honestly thought it was, but I guess not. What's this? What's this? It's a solitary experience. This game did a really good job of like emulating like the lonely feeling that Yume Nisshi worlds have. Good night, world. Good night, everybody. I'll be back here to calling for salad and scrambled eggs. Oh my. Did I find any pathways in this world? I don't think I did. Yeah. The Nexus for a lot of fan games is on the smaller side. You might just be used to Yume Nisshi though. Yeah, Onigiri-san, that's what I'm gonna call you. Would you be happier if I put on if I wore a straw hat? There's gotta be something I can do for you. People who make these fan games like are much better at like pixel art shading than I am, but I would say that the size of this Nexus is a lot more realistic. It's more standard for what you'd find with a fan game. Usually there's only like... Wait, this is not like a... You're not... Well, it's not letting me do anything. Is that good? I feel like that might be good, to be honest. Kinda glad it's not letting me do anything. I do not know if it will be that kind later, though. But yeah, most fan games typically have like a fairly small nexus, I've noticed. Yume Nisshi has a huge nexus, but Yume Nisshi in general is just a huge game. gotta be something. I don't actually know what the Nisshi means. Nicchiketto. Yume Nisshi. Wait, why is it snowing in the Nexus? Was it always snowing in here? No, that's new, isn't it? Why is it snowing? Was it always snowing in the Nexus? That's new, isn't it? Yo, that's definitely new. Why is it snowing? Will it go away if I put on the scarf? Because I mean, I don't want it to go away if that's if putting on the scarf will change it. I wonder if it's because I didn't disturb Onigiri-san. I have named him Onigiri-san because when he curls up, he looks like an onigiri. He looks like a rice ball. If you turn on the AC and like it starts snowing, I don't think you have air conditioning. I think you have a Arctic conditioning or something. Insert funnier joke here. Or you have a lot of dust in your AC. I do like this game. I feel like there's not a lot to do, but I think I'm used to being spoiled with games like Yume Nisshi, which just give you like a ton of just areas to go like aimlessly. Where are we going? Oh yeah, I guess we can go to the Crystal World again. Right, because I never... If I were to... Okay, no, it's just snowing permanently. I think it is because I didn't disturb Onigiri-san. So this is a different crystal. This one's in like a little containment chamber. And I can't do anything with that because I'm too short. As per usual. It's me! Isn't that neat? Crazy how nature make that. I will say the music in this game could use some work. However, I do really like this track here in particular. There's some tracks where it's decent. Like I like this track and there's another track that I like. But there's some areas where the track is just like too repetitive. Howdy. Maybe I'll just wear the straw hat for a while. Hi. I don't think this will do anything, but like... No? Okay. Oh, hello! There's just an eye outside. Okay, that's normal. That's perfectly fine. Can I not go down? This definitely has a very similar feel to the original Yume Nikki. I want to go down though. Okay, well. I mean, this place looks pretty cool. Maybe that's an homage to like a... Oh yeah, that must... It's like Egyptian art. What does this one have on it? Nothing? Not from the back. No? Man, I really should have gotten way more sleep. I regret that because I'm not super energetic for the stream. I'm just kind of like exhausted. Shame on me, Sean. Shame on me. I can't show up to my stream, I'm so tired. You know, all this snow is like making my hands like cold. I mean, it's actually because I have bad circulation, but... Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 6 legs. Yes, I can count. Oh god, that's 6 legs, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Okay. If I get cancelled for anything, let it be my math skills. Wow. I was gonna make like I'm like perfect for Instagram, but like I'm better than Instagram. This looks, I like this effect, it's cool. Where do I go, I wonder? Where do they come from? Where do they go? Where do they come from, Kanajo? Where do you come from? Where did you... Oh, it's a family. Nice. It's a family. Or maybe they're just buddies. Maybe they're a found family. Nice. I really like the aesthetic of this area. It's very pretty. Gorgeous even. Hello. I see you. I think that's just a rock though. Yeah, okay, that was just a rock. It's fine. It's fine. So how's everybody doing today? I'm doing fairly well. I'm very exhausted, but like I'm doing fairly well. I'm yawning a lot. Oh, I quite like this Fangame. It has like a very similar feeling to the OG Yume Nikki, which I will play again on stream eventually. because I do quite enjoy it. Oh, speaking of which, I also had I had another. Oh, I had another Yume Nikki loading screen that I drew while on the plane when I was in California. But I never finished it because I never colored it. Excuse me. And I don't know if I'll go back to it, honestly. I do like it. I just want to be able to go down. Why can't I go down there? You give me a very cool world, but you're not letting me go down there. Hello, I see you. I really like this flower hat. I kind of want one myself. Wouldn't you sound look silly? Perhaps. Also, okay, I am going somewhere. Actually, it lets me partially go behind the building. I don't know if it's supposed to let me do that. Is this a different building? Does the same thing just happen with the eye in this one? And crystals don't lead anywhere. The eyes are here. Hello. What you up to? The eye disappears and the eye returns. I am a friend. Yeah, it brings me here, but I can't go anywhere. Why can't I go anywhere? This looks like a really cool world. Why can't I go down there? That doesn't sound anything like it, but that's not the point. Save. Page 1, Usotsuki. God Night World. Man, I actually can't. Oh! Shows instructions. Oh. What? Some items or effects. See where this one awake. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. I guess I never tried to do this last time. But that doesn't do anything, so it doesn't matter, I guess. On it. That's new. So maybe there's actually like 12 doors like in Yume Nikki, but like some of them are just not unlocked. These doors are new. Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. That's very nice, actually. What about here? This is a new world. So there is more to explore. The Nexus is larger than I thought, too. Hi guys, are you like amoebas? The concept of amoebas really freak me out, by the way. Like, something getting into your brain and just eating your brain, like, I'm not, I don't like that. But these guys seem cool, though. Kind of like the concept of prions. Fascinating but terrifying. But these guys seem okay. Because they're just weird little creatures, just like you and me. Which I guess the same could be said for amoebas. They're just weird little creatures, and some of them like to eat brains. You know. But no, that's very cool. I definitely did not expect that. I was expecting that the Nexus would just be like tiny and there wouldn't be a lot to the game. There apparently is no ending to this game, but that is okay. Speaking of endings, there are also a lot of there are a lot of Yume Nikki fan games that unfortunately you just can't get to as easily nowadays because their authors want them to want to forget about the projects because of like personal stuff. And I mean, I respect their wishes. Like, I won't, if an author says don't play my game anymore, like, obviously I'm not gonna like find a copy. Like, I'm gonna respect that. And I know not everyone agrees with that, but is there nothing I can do in this world? I do like the atmosphere. So maybe the more effects you find, the more doors open. I wonder if that means there's possibilities that more will unlock in other areas too. Interesting, interesting. Oh! Scrapbook lets you save anywhere. Okay, that's actually very nice. So it isn't just an instructions thing. Yeah, so now I could just save here. Nice. That's a very convenient feature actually. What do you think of this, Onigiri-san? No? If I just continue to annoy you, will you, like, attack me? Probably not. Wait. There's a button to... Where's this? Which is the sit down button? Whoa. Interesting, interesting. There's a button that lets you like sit down. Cause I did it on accident earlier. Where is it? Move, actions. Menu is 0 key dash escape. Effects, action is shift. Oh, I bet you can only sit if you don't have an effect equipped. Because Yume Nikki was kind of like that too for a lot of items. Oh my god, you kind of look... Don't attack me for this, Onigiri-san, but you kind of look like a little bit like Among Us. Among Us. Among Us. I wonder. I have a feeling this game is not going to be one that I can finish in like an hour though. Or like 3 hours. Yeah. So I call him Onigiri-san because he looks like a rice ball. Wait, I can just do that? Well, it's not letting me do anything here, and I'm kind of thankful for that. What? Oh. Is it just because I don't have another effect? Have they not added a jump to your death scene yet? Or do I just not have the right item to do it? There's gotta be something I'm not getting. And I wonder if going through those does anything. Right, okay. How many hours would you say this one is? Like, about the same as like Yume Nisshi lengthwise? Nah, I'm in no rush to like finish through to like run through this game, honestly. Because I'm enjoying it, so. And that means I get more playthroughs out of it, and like I can like make art. Speaking of which, I've been doing Inktober. It's been fun. It's been very fun. I think it's my 4th time doing Inktober. I definitely did not expect more doors to appear. I think that's pretty neat, honestly. I don't know if this leads anywhere else. Anywhere new, at least. I think this is my favorite world so far, though. It's just really pretty. And it honestly looks even prettier with the snow. Nah, I'm in no rush to like finish this game. Cause I think games like these are like meant to be taken at a slow pace. Man, I'm so boring today. I need to be interesting. I need to be energetic. Tired old Nichan won't pay the bills, y'all. Oh. Good to know. I honestly did not know that. Yeah, I forget. I sometimes forget that, like, a lot of these games do require just, like, a lot of wandering. Cage? Cage or porcelain? Interesting. The important thing is I'm very cozy. Cozy Nichi. Cozy. I don't know the Japanese word for cozy. I mean, I guess I could say fua fua, but that's not right. Although most things that are fua fua are also like comfy. Am I going anywhere? Oh, does this game have its own wiki? To be honest, I just found out about it through the Fangame's wiki. There's gotta be something here. So that means it's definitely one of the bigger ones. I've heard it's kind of underrated. So I figured this one would be like a good one to like check out. With that being said, I don't think I'm getting anywhere here. Although... No, that's not gonna do anything. Nope. Straw hat. Scarf. Oh yeah, what is this? So would you say this game's length is about the same as like Yume Nisshi itself? Why was the power out? I don't trust like that. I don't like that. Not one bit. I would be hesitant to do 2 fan games at like a time, but I probably could do it. Right, we're back here. It's hard to say if I've done everything here or anywhere, to be fair. Again, that's a very classic staple of Yume Nisshi, never knowing when you're actually finished with an area. Which kind of sucks, honestly. But I guess that's just kind of part of the game. Hello. Okay. So, potentially longer is what you're saying. Good to know. One day when I actually play the OG, when I play the OG Yume Nisshi again, like, I bet a lot of people will be a lot less confused about a lot of things. It was through, It was through Yume Nisshi that I met several. It was through Yume Nisshi that I met several followers. So if you're not familiar with some of the like jargon in chat, like don't worry. I will when we do another playthrough of the OG Yume Nisshi, I will be a tour guide and everything. You will have fun, I promise. With that being said, though, if you ever like want to like get a copy for yourself, like it's on Steam. I do recommend. Just be aware that like you're gonna do a lot of wandering. So it's definitely not a game for everyone, but I don't know, it grabbed me by the heartstrings and didn't let go, so. There's gotta be something I'm like, I've already been here several times. That is, yeah, that is true. I did see that. I did see that and I was like, huh. A lot of these worlds don't seem like they lead anywhere, but I think they probably do. I just... For example, this one. I know this one has to go somewhere. There's gotta be some... There's gotta be something... Yeah. Well, I mean, now they're... Whoa, whoa, oh. Okay, I was correct when I said there is something. I don't really know what this is, but it looks like ruins or something? Ooh, what is this? Is this something they worship? Looks like something that they would worship. Interesting, interesting. Right, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. And this is probably a toned down version of the original horrible static maze. That noise is making me anxious though. Although I think the static that's appearing isn't actually helpful. Oh, is it much like the OG Yume Nikki where it's gonna be like... Honestly, unlocking more areas as you go, like, unlocking more doors. That's actually quite a fascinating idea. One day I'll make a fan game. One day. Yeah. But I feel like that would have been too complicated. I mean, Yume Nisshi is just an amalgamation of like a lot of different things. But that makes it like a big group project, and I think that's cool. Whoa! I look like one of the ghosts in like Lavender Town. Item skill. Ha. What do my skills look like in this? I think this one is probably the equivalent of Yume Nishi's, like poop hat that gives flies, which will like lead you like back to where you were. I'm sure that speaking of confusing the audience that isn't familiar with Yume Nisshi, yeah, there's a poop hat that creates flies that you can use to like track your progress, I guess. I mean, I never used it, but... You get it off of a monster who has, like, a poop hat. Which is also... I'm sure I sound like I'm crazy. Which I am, but... not in that way. Okay, it's someone's house. Is this your house? You have a beautiful house. We watching the sunset together? I guess this isn't the sunset. I don't know why I said that. It's the clear the stars.
綺麗だな。
You have a very lovely house. Okay. Not allowed to wear my flower hat on the couch, probably because it's not programmed to allow that. That's what I'm guessing, at least. Oh, hello. You're like a sea peacock. Hi. Are you a friend? Are you a friend or are you gonna eat me? Are you gonna eat me? No, okay, you're a friend. I mean, there are some friends who eat you, but you know. Let's not discuss cannibalism and or war on this channel, please. Just kidding, we probably discussed both. There is your proof of something wrong with me. Yes, yes. I wonder if there's like... Oh, that's interesting. Huh? It's a person! Hello! Hi! Same to you, man. So there's only like 2 buildings to go in. Yeah, and the other one is this one. Right, which is to get through this maze, which is annoying, but hey. It doesn't burn my retinas like there's a really annoying static maze in Yume Nikki that like hurts everyone's eyes. Probably an effect that would make this easier, but you know, I don't know what it is. I'm starting to think it might just be easier to just wake up and come back here. Like it really looks like that's the right way, but oh okay. That's because it is. Interesting, interesting. I do really like this world though. I think this might be my favorite in terms of like weirdness. My favorite in terms of just like aesthetic value is definitely the like snowy Egyptian world. But I also really like this one because it just has very like it has a very weird feeling to it. I was like, what does this do? It does nothing. I just opened my menu. Okay, maybe this is a stretch, but like, can I? No, okay. Oh. Okay. Never mind, I had the right idea. Cool. Is this your, like, knowledge? Unfortunately, I can't open any of the bookcases, which kind of sucks, but I don't think I'd be able to, like... Once you get into these games, you kind of get in the mindset of, like, a little bit how they work. Like, there's still gonna be things that, like, you never expected to happen. Hi, are you the receptionist here? System Violet? Okay. System I? Did this say hard? System rose. System hand. System eye. System violet. I could turn on violet. Eyes a little bit hard on the eyes. System violet. Yeah, I think I'll just leave on system rose. It's an homage to the OG Yume Nikki. There was also a reception room which would let you change the menu color if you wanted. Hello. Oh, do I appear? That's cool. I wonder how you program effects like these. Although I don't think my flower hat appears in my reflection, but that's fine. I really have no idea how you, like, program lights on, like, RPG Maker. It's a beautiful house. It's also very creepy, but, like, it's beautiful. Hello. Cute. Meow. Nice. This isn't one of those where you have to, like, sit in the chair for a couple minutes, is it? Because if I remember correctly, it's Yume Nikki that does that, right? With the train, where you have to sit for like a little bit and nobody realized what it would do. Are they still updating this one? Can't sit in this chair though. But yeah, are they still updating this one? I thought this one was like an older one that they weren't like doing anything with. But I did not do much research into this because I wanted excuse me, because I wanted it to like I wanted to go in blind. I wonder if this is like a new like hub. I can't talk to any of you in here, can I? Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but I mean, I like the... It looks nice, so it doesn't matter. Oh, okay, so not too long ago. Almost my birthday. Whenever things are released on the 15th, like I'm just like, oh, I share a birthday with this release. I feel like it doesn't really matter if games like these are finished. Like, if they're finished, that's great. But obviously, it's not always gonna be finished. It's okay because like you get to experience the worlds that they like put together. And I mean, I think that's enough because you have an experience that you can remember with it. This sounds really deep. I'm just really tired. You can't call me woke because I am too sleepy. You were in this library. Interesting. I mean, with games like these, like, it's very possible to just miss something. Good vibes only. I wonder, can you go in here with any effect? Okay, okay, that means you can go in here with any effect then. Okay. So I guess I actually didn't do anything, that was just a door. Whoopsie. A door that was always unlocked. No, I think the entrance is fairly close by. The good thing about doing fandom games like these is, okay, there are no new doors to the Nexus, which means I still have places to go. Which, I mean, I kind of figured. Alright, let's save. Which I know I can do anywhere now, I guess. Oh, it's because I'm still in the dream world. Whee! Well, I can still save in the dream world, so... At least I think I can. It does say save anywhere. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? But life doesn't work like that. There must be some kind of like item that you can get to light up this area. The thing is, I don't know if it goes anywhere. Like, it just doesn't seem to go anywhere. But it is possible. That it does, and I just can't. Oh? This looks like something that you could see. Okay, this does go somewhere. Okay. This is definitely something. It's like a big pond. But there must be some kind of like light. There's gotta be. What? Moshiroi. You're telling me I can't? Do I need to be more beautiful? Do I need to be more country? Country girls make do? Do I need to be more, I don't know, like Scarpy? Oh, that's cute. Okay, so that area is like completely dark. Good to know. Good to know. So I take it the further I get away from that, the darker it's gonna get. Okay. You know, that would make sense if that's where it would offer the effect that gives you light. You would think it would be here, right? You would think it would be here. So it's kind of weird that it's not. Right, so we have a path going this way. We have a path going down. Am I not, like, worthy of it? Is that what it's about? Am I still moving? You're supposed to do these areas with the light, typically. Okay, well, I'm back here. Why is it not letting me? Can I take you with me? Please? I guess I don't. Of course, it is very helpful to see that area kind of lit up, because I know, kind of know what the map looks like. Or at least what the floor looks like. You're definitely supposed to do this area with the light, though. Or maybe you're not. But, I mean, even with the dark levels on Yume Nikki, you can usually traverse them. Even if it's super fucking dark. You can usually traverse them. It just takes forever because you can't see anything. But usually you can. Usually. Kami-sama, do you know where a light is in this game? Besides the one that I pass? It'd be great to be able to use it. Okay. Oh, that's a door, okay! I was very frightened for a couple seconds. I thought that door moved. It did not. Scared by that door. It's an entry world. Okay. Alright. That's all I need to know, thank you. 2 friends? High five. One of them does not have a face, that is okay. I really like this cape, it's very cute. Oh, this is new. Oh. Where are we now? Maybe it's because I'm wearing the cloak, or maybe I just never went here. It's hard to tell. Oh, all of these are like, all of these, there's a tiny thing that's moving on them. I wonder if that's a nuisance to program. Hello. Thank you. Is this wine? Is it blood? Is it cherry cough syrup? Get ready to hear this noise for the next eternity. How juicy. Juicy. I wonder if programming these effects for like the walkways is like a nuisance. I ask a lot of questions only because I want to make my own fan game, and I'm like, well, I don't know how much of a pain that'll be. Probably kind of. More than kind of, but hey. It's fine. Me working on the other one has been an experience anyway, so like, and it's been very fun. I've learned a lot. That one will never be released, but if I make a random game, then probably a random Yume Nisshi fan game. I would like to get there. You know, this world is like, yes? Where are you going with that? Oh! Nice. So I'll probably get a lot more episodes out of it. Is this thing evil? Are you friend? Are you foe? Okay, I think you're friend. Oh! Well, isn't this delightful? You gotta give it, gotta say, gotta give a hand to the person who made this. Sorry. I do really like this area though, it's very creepy. Like, I always really like the aesthetic of like the hand, of like the hand room in, well, the hand staircase in the original. So, I just can't go across here? Maybe the time is just not right. This guy kind of reminds you of a crab. Welcome back. We just came back from Hand World, and now we are back to you in a... Well, I haven't figured out what this liquid is, but I think it's probably better I don't know. You know. Are those like bubbles? Or no, it's like a creature. It's like a creature. Creature. Honestly? Listen, this map is very easy on the eyes. and actually quite pleasant. So I don't really mind it. Is it a giant maze? Yeah, but it's not searing my retinas. For anyone who's not familiar with just look up Yume Nikki Hell and you will understand. That map hurts eyes. It's also worth looking at just it kind of feels intestinal. I don't say that in a bad way though. Intestines are very, very, very important. What am I talking about? I mean, it's true. I might be spouting nonsense, but technically that is true. They are important. But you only really realize how truly hellish it is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh hey, speaking of hell, that's how you know you're here, cause like, I don't have any money, but it seems like the vending machines in this game always like rob you broke. Which maybe is like a reference to real life vending machines, but like I feel like these are like more cruel. But I don't know, maybe I'm just salty over that one experience where maybe I'm just salty over that one experience, and I think it's a Yume map where it doesn't actually give you anything and it just like laughs at you and steals your money. Man, I mean, gotta make a living somehow, you know? It's actually quite... Like, I actually kinda like this map. It's... I mean, I'm hoping there's nothing in here that, like, will attack me, but I don't know that. I don't know that until I find something. And then I was like, okay, these vending machines are... I think there's... The thing is, I'm pretty sure there's more than one that does that. God, I love you, Nikki. There's just something about it. I'm really glad that I just randomly decided to play it, because, like... The fan games kind of have been a little bit, they've become a little bit of a staple for my channel. Which perhaps is a little bit weird, but I feel like a lot of the games do deserve the recognition that often are overlooked. Am I way late to the party? Perhaps, but... Man, I would love to know where we are. I actually kind of like the color scheme. Actually, quite like the color scheme, too. Only empty cans! What did the creators of Yume Nisshi have against soda machines? That's glad it gives you that option. I don't have any money in this game though. Every time I stream this game, I'll have to turn off ad revenue, which will suck, but it's fine. It doesn't impact me that much. I don't think ad revenue counts as monetization, but I don't want to get in trouble. It's also possible that there's like several other things that like well, I mean, Yume Nisshi is also just a huge game, so like there are probably more vending machines, right? So therefore there'd be more of a variance anyway. Life is a vending machine. Sometimes you order what you want and it gets stuck, and you never get it. Sometimes you order what you want and you get it. Sometimes you don't get what you want, but it turns out to be nice. Sometimes you order something knowing that, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have this, and then you have it, and then you feel guilty, but it was, like, a really good drink. I don't really know. I really don't know what I'm talking about. It's been a long day. And by a long day, I mean, it really hasn't been. It's been a very short day for me. Because I, like, spent most of it sleeping. Honestly, this is not such a bad world to be stuck in. Part of me is like, I want to ask, like, are there things that chase you in this world? But, I don't really want to know. So I'm not gonna ask. Sometimes you're just better off not knowing. Not knowing until it is just too late. What is SH3? Yeah, I could do like a what is Yume Nisshi video. Is that, are you friend? Friend? Are you friend? Oh. When it comes to, if you ever want to like say something mean to me, just say it in acronyms because I'll never understand. Or kanji. Problem is, Archeot would not have that option because Archeot does not know kanji either. And has said so many times. But yeah, my weakness is acronyms. I hate acronyms. I'm so bad at them. Don't worry, I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way to teach all the chat kanji. One day. It's a face. For example, the kanji for vomit looks like a mouth, like spewing like little orbs. Now this reminds me of, I think it's Brain Girl, right? Hi. I don't have a reflection, so that's a little bit weird. Although maybe that's not supposed to be a mirror. Excuse me. You can definitely see that a lot of these worlds like take direct inspiration from parts of the original. Like it's like a nice homage to it. You can tell it was inspired by it. But it doesn't feel like... Wait, does that mean I'm a vampire if I don't have a reflection? I mean, I guess it's fine. I should have figured that. I mean, I have a cloak and everything. But yeah, it's like a nice homage to the original, but it doesn't feel like tired and just like recycled. Oh my god, in our dreams we're all vampires. That's what this means. That's what it clearly means. Oh. Nice. I do have no face. I feel like the part about fingers might not be, like, true, though, because, like, what if you have a dream, like, one of your, like, fingers, like... Yeah, I have not played Omari yet. It's on my playlist. Not playlist, but, like, I'll play it eventually. I definitely know that it's gonna give me weird feels. But I definitely want to experience it. Oh my god, are you saying that I have fingers in real life? Who would have thought? Man, I have dreams where like well, yeah, because because it's not designed to just be a Yume Nisshi fan game. That would be why. Looking beautiful.
Get the.
Nice. Now perhaps the locals will feel more comfortable. Let's remind you of the proper horror game. Are there jump scares in Omori? Good to know. Granted, I'm the one who was jump scared by a sneeze in Yume Nisshi, so I'm never gonna live that one down, honestly. Why did they make the sneeze noise so loud? Scary. Yeah, that certainly sounds like it. Oh well, I'm sure I'll survive. Although I suppose it depends on what you... Oh, okay. Cool. Alright, so that's... I thought they unlocked in groups of 2, but I just unlocked 2 worlds, I guess. You do say that there's light in an entry-level world. What? Not yet. When I'm still frustrated and can't find it in like half an hour, then tell me. Or if I give up. No, I can tell. My memory might be shitty, but like I can remember worlds fairly well. Because I recognize the new doors. Because we have the blue Egyptian world door, you have the green door which leads to the amoeba people, and the red door, which I just unlocked. The rest being originals. Although I'm not sure about this. Well, no, that one I think has been an original. Yeah, this one's an original. This one is an original here. This guy is an original. That one's an original. Technically, this one's also an original. The rest, I believe, are new. Did I find anything here, though? Yeah, I'll probably get several days out of this game. Maybe like 2 or 3 streams, I don't know. I'm really enjoying it so far, though. It seems that with every fan game, like, when you start it, like, it's just like, this is just okay. And then, like, an hour in, you're like, oh my god, I love this world. Oh yeah, do I have, like, an effect? Oh! Neat! Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Now, I got the scarf from here. So it's probably not this world. I don't know if I've gotten anything from that world. Excuse me. These two are new. I don't know if I got something from here. And this world is the dark area. The light isn't in the dark area, is it? Because I don't want to wander in the dark if I, like, don't have to. Hi. Okay, cool. Because, that would be, really cruel, but... It's nice that they do give you a light, though, so you kind of have an idea, if you don't have a light, what kind of world you're in. No, that would be so mean of the game if it did that. Yeah, I quite like this game. So there will probably be, like... This very much feels like the OG Yume Nisshi. One day we'll have one day the DNS will have many Yume Nisshi fans. Many friends. Maybe I'm a bad streamer because I can never remember, like, maybe it's degenerate Nisshi skeletons. I think I'm getting the acronym wrong. Something like that. Will I ever change the fan base name? Maybe. So when I look at the location page, the world count is about 50% more. The degenerate Nisshi skeleton crew. Some things are tiny, and that is okay. Such as good things come in small packages. Such as candy. For me. I am tiny. I don't think I'm going anywhere, but we'll see. I'm sure someone in the audience is going like, Nisshi, dear God, I am so bored. Yeah, it's just further proof that, like, I'm awful when it comes to You are new! Hello! Maybe... Hi! Oh. Hi! Are we buddies? You gonna follow me? No, okay. Thought we had a moment, but I guess you got your own plans, which, that's okay. Sometimes in life, that's what you need. Maybe... Will you... Maybe I need something. It's fine, Mike. I wasn't paying attention. Do you move faster when I wear this? Are you frightened? Are you frightened because country girls make do? Because if so, like, I get it. Country girls are not to be fucked with. Hello? Hello? Maybe annoying the star person is not going to get me anything. Yeah, at any given time, just assume that I'm only paying half attention to what I am saying. Usually I hold, like, full conversations when I'm only, like, 50% there. I don't know, it's just a skill. Because oftentimes my brain is tired and just goes on autopilot. Which apparently is a great skill for a streamer. So you say it's in one of the entry worlds. Maybe you can maybe give me a hint then. Like, don't tell me which world it is, but like, I love this cloak, it's so cute. Actually, maybe I should be asking, is it right in the open? Actually, that doesn't really help. Because with this game, you do a lot of walking. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Where are we going? I don't know. How do we get there? Come on, let's go. Me and you and Sabumafu. Come on to see what's new. Animal Junction, we're waiting for you. Sabumafu. It's a good show. If you want show recommendations for small children's media, got any little kids with you, watch Sabumafu. It's good. I don't know, I've always liked animals since I was like little. I've just thought they were neat. I still do very much find animals just neat. I mean, they're just creatures that are living in the world with us. Why is it that when I'm really tired I oftentimes get very philosophical? And I'm starting to think it's probably not this world. Cause, I don't... You said it was an entry world. So the eye box is basically an homage to Medamune. Then... There must be something here. There must be something. Something other than stars.
Stretch. Stretchy.
The light is in the place where you... Got it. Thank you. That definitely helps. Definitely helps. Do you have to do anything, or is it just laying there? That's my question. And is it in a world where I've already got an effect from? Remember, ladies, gentlemen, creatures, and everything else, you can usually... Usually I'll accept backseating, once I've been wandering around for long enough. Like, I don't love backseating, like, right off the bat, but usually if I've been playing a game long enough, then I'm always okay with, like, hints. These are... I don't think this counts as an... Hey, as long as you're enjoying the stream, that's what's important. I believe I can fly. Do you want to turn on sticky keys? No! Can I not press shift repeatedly? Who turns on sticky keys? Does anyone in chat turn on sticky keys? If you ever turn on sticky keys, I will fight you in an alley. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of an unnecessary threat, but... I've just never met a person who, like... I've never met a person who intentionally puts on sticky keys. Hello? Or is it you? Is it you? Oh yeah, you're the one who takes me to church and the hanging girls. This is not an entry world though. So... I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. It does lead here, okay. Who is that person? Oh, they're just, okay. Usually if I say stuff like that, I'm just referring to, like, the people who, like, drive down my street and think it's a street that, like, goes through, and of course they realize that's never the case. It looks like, the street, like, I live on, it looks like it's just something you could, like, drive through and, like, drive around. So we have constantly people turning, but you can't do that. It doesn't go anywhere. So... part of me is like, I shouldn't say that, that'll help you guys track down my house. But then I realize how many houses are like that, I'm like, that don't tell you much of anything. Why do you make a bell noise? I mean, it's fine that you do. It's just a very, like, cliche RPG maker noise. Which is fine. Man, how do people make these worlds look so seamless? Like... I haven't quite figured out how you make terrain look nice. I'll figure it out eventually. You're just telling- you're gonna tell ghosts to come to my house? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Hello? Hi. Match. Finally, I can light myself on fire! Check this shit out, girl! It looked like a big lemon. Alright. Oh shit. Oh. Please don't tell ghosts to come to my house. I'm afraid of ghosts. I would find it flattering, but I would be afraid. I look like a big lemon head. Oh, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Or is it plains? Is it a plural? I do not know. That's an I. Well, maybe it isn't. I don't really know. Ha 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 ha. Don't subscribe. It's okay. This looks interesting. What? Oh my god, that. You know, I'll be the first to admit that spooked me. That legitimately spooked me. Okay. I don't need jump scares to get scared. I get scared all by myself. Cause that's the door. I guess this is like some kind of maze. This looks important. But I guess it's just I guess it's just slightly brighter than the others. Whoa, that. Never mind, I need to go there. That looks like something that, I wonder, if you. Okay, so you can't see it. Okay. Right, and this feels very wasteful. Change back into my aesthetic get up. Cozy town. Are those just the doors that let me in? No, this looks different. Maybe those are the doors that let me in. Yeah, okay, they are. Houses without a roof. Right, and then we have that. I don't know if that's the only place to go, though. Is there a way to get out there? The atmosphere of this game is so lonely. Arguably even lonelier than like Yume Nikki. So if we go here, then if I remember correctly, you can't go through these. Yeah. I never really looked around here. Oh, hello. This is a cute little table. Can I sit here? No? I don't think I have a sitting emote. Not one that's like sideways. I think I can only sit like facing that way. I think that's the only way they program the animation. Hello. Are you a doll? Hi. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Never mind, I lied. Oh, I guess I can't. Well, sorry, girl. But I gave you some nice flowers, so... Hello. I don't know if they're really supposed to be like dolls or like statues or... What's going on here? I don't know. Right, and that leads to this path. But I wonder if there's anywhere else it leads. See, now I'm starting to wake up, so I probably will do a longer stream. Just because I am starting to wake up. Finally. So I don't know, maybe we'll go for a 4-hour, I'm not sure. Or maybe 3.5, I don't know. You don't know, I don't know, nobody knows. I was like, why is my acid reflux so bad today? Well, Nisshi, maybe that's what happens if you don't take your acid reflux meds. Do I know the man? Depends on which man you speak of. Are you the man with the master plan? Are you the man now? I still remember that one, clean version of a rap that they edited it so that, like, the swear words are, like, gone, but the result sounds like a Parappa the Rappa scene. Oh. Nice. Sis, you need this? Do you need this? Hands.
Tit.
More hands. Oh, I once caught a fish and it was like this big. And then I put my hands up and I'm like, no girl. No say, girlfriend. No way. No way, Jose. So I can only go up. This is interesting. Why do I feel like one of these hands is gonna, like, fucking grab me? Huh? I love it how when I get scared, I, like, look through my peripherals or, like, look through the capture instead, thinking that that will make me less scared. I don't know if this goes anywhere. There's a lot of hands, you know? Nice. Spooky, scary skeleton hands. It's like that part in Coco. Still recommend you watch Coco. I will die on that hill. It's a good movie. It's not hard. I love you too, skeleton hand world. Am I supposed to be sticking to this path? There's a lot of bones in this world. Which I guess could be the same, I guess could be said for real life. There are a lot of bones. Just your average Nisshi stream. There are a lot of bones in this world. Some of which belong to me. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that we all have the same bones? But they're like slightly different. I think that's pretty crazy. What am I talking about? I'm losing it. I mean, my psychiatrist says I'm not crazy. Yeah, no worries. Let the power of the stream soothe you to sleep while I talk about weird fingers and how we share the same bones. But our bones are slightly different size and shapes. And some people have kind of fucky bones. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Granted, sometimes the most entertaining of my streams are when I need to sleep more. Hello. This doesn't seem good. In fact, this seems like what would happen if something tells me I should not be turning around, so I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, go this way. Why am I suddenly frightened? You know what, I take back what I said about the music for this game not being amazing. Like, it's not super complex, but it's pretty good. It's simple, it gets the point across. Do I have to go back? I see. It's a test of bravery. Eat pig. Get pig. Get pork. Eat pork. That's the power of the Home Depot. None of that is correct. So I wonder, if I go through this again, and then I start walking off this way, I wonder. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it just changes color depending on how long you've been in here. I don't like this. Why is there like a little dot right there? Is that just part of the parallax? I guess it is. This looks like a slug. Does this go anywhere? I wonder. So no one told you life would ever be this way. There's finger bones on the ground. Nothing rhymes with that. Hello, mysteriously separate column. Maybe I need to follow this? The unfortunate part of these games is you'll never know when you're actually done with an area or if an area ever goes anywhere. You just won't know. There has to be something here. Well, actually, that's the worst part. There's a chance that there is nothing. Which is fine. Excuse me. No, they did a very good job getting this game to, like, emulate, like, the Yume Nisshi experience. Like, it has almost the exact same feel to it. And I consider that to be quite a high praise. But it doesn't feel like it's a carbon copy. It definitely takes inspirations, though. Do I go through here? Okay. Hi. So I can't get off the path, okay. There's a blue thing over there. Let's go say hello. I'm not gonna lie, if I had one of these things in real life, I would also wear it on my head like this. It does kind of remind me of my bath towel that I'm wearing right now. Okay. So this leads here. Back here, and so another... Which means... that... Mo? Interesting. I would have thought that would have unlocked another door. Which way did I even take to get there? Oh god, that's really creepy with the eye box. I guess I'll go back here. Where does this lead? Ah, yeah. This place. I feel like this game feels even lonelier than, like, Yume Nisshi, though. Because there feels like there's less NPCs. Those are just paintings of me without a face. Hi. I'm pretty sure I've had a reflection. I've had reflections in, I think I've been able to see my reflection several times in dreams, actually. Because I constantly have dreams where my teeth are falling out, and oftentimes I'm in a bathroom, like, in front of, like, a mirror. Although, I don't know if the face in the mirror has the exact face as me, though. That's the thing. I've heard the interesting thing about LCD Dam is that you don't get to choose where you go, and there's, like, only one, like, path. Which does intrigue me. Surely if a door unlocked here, like there's gotta be something. Okay, so maybe I misunderstood what a thing had said. Alex, I hear you. I've always heard you, Alex. I can't not hear you. My boy. I don't think I'm going anywhere. That's the problem. I mean, this world's gotta, like... Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm guessing guessing that thing had, like... I'm guessing whoever wrote that was, like, referring to something else, then? There's probably something here, I just don't see anything. I mean, besides these faces. Wait, if this takes inspirations from Yume Nisshi, maybe I have to stab something? Well, I haven't found a weapon yet, so I can't do that. So for now, I'm an innocent human. I'm an innocent little, definitely a human being. Definitely not a Tanuki who is looking for any kind of weapon I can get my hands on. Because if I need to stab something to get past this, then I will absolutely do it. Unless it's some IRL stabbing, in which case, like, probably gonna say no. I have better things to do. Like stabbing food with a fork, so I can eat it. I'm not... Oh, Alex, relax. Wine, wine, wine. I don't know, I need to find a stabby stab. Or... a stabby stab, a stabby stab, a shanky shank. A Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Whom I don't know anything about, to be honest. Right, and there's here. What I like about pretty much all of Yume Nisshi, almost all Yume Nisshi fan games is that the, like, quote-unquote hell worlds are never as bad. Like, they might be just as long, but they're never as painful on the eyes. And I don't know, I think it's because everybody, like, suffered in that level. I mean, some are eye-hurtier than most. I think I've been here, if I remember correctly. Have I? I don't remember this doll circle. Maybe I have, though. Yeah, okay. Is that a place I can go, or is that just more... Like, okay, that's just more where I can walk. I don't know, I'll get back to Yume Nisshi eventually. I'm still upset that it cleared my data though. Even if that shouldn't happen, and potentially didn't happen, I'm still not happy about it. Even if it was user error, it shouldn't be that easy. Glitch butterfly sector. That sounds like a trip. I take it it's also probably really inconvenient to get to. That is the one problem with Yume Nisshi, is that, like... Oh yeah, here. Yeah, I remember really liking this area. Just in the feels of, like... I can't let these lads out of prison yet, can I? Okay, fair. More an eyeball, blah, yeah, there's nothing I could do. Nothing I can do that will free them. Sometimes I keep looking at these and thinking they're like people, but they're not. So this world just loops. Yeah. Some maze worlds, but as I've heard people say, the mazes aren't particularly large or complex, and the amazing atmosphere makes you not mind lingering. Yeah. Right, and then this is like the area where you can't get into, and it would be so easy to just get around that. Like what, are these bushes made of like needles? Actually, they might be. Knowing this game, they very could be. Very well could be. I feel like I might not be a good streamer for beginner English speakers, or English second language speakers, because like I'm constantly like mixing things. I'm constantly speaking incorrectly or mixing things up, but at the same time that might make me great for English second language or like third language speakers, because it doesn't really matter what I'm saying because none of it's correct. It's just me rambling. It's just Nicchiketto against the world. As always. Be safe, be respectful, be responsible. It's possible it loops one way but doesn't loop the other way. There's gotta be something here, though. Whether that be, like, an effect or, like, an offshoot world. And this is just back on the original path, right? Because when I go up here, it's just gonna be the prairie prison. Is there really nothing I can do here? Maybe I just need to repeatedly just, like, go in that direction for a long time. Because I've had this shit happen before where it's just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then I just go in this direction long enough and I'm like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, a new path just appears. Because there are some areas in Yume Nisshi that, like, you literally just have to wander through for a long time. Maybe this doesn't go anywhere, though. There is that possibility that this doesn't go anywhere. And I guess I did get the sun hat from here. So this could be a dead end. This could be a dead end. Which would suck. Problem is I don't know if it's a dead end or not. Oh wait, I can just shift. It's very handy. So, fun fact. This effect is based off, in the original Yume Nisshi, there's basically a hand with an eye, called Metamune, I believe. And it basically has the exact same function. But that being said, I did not get that effect until much later. Also, that is so creepy to just open to that. Yes, I hear you, buddy. Yeah, I hear you. Is it time to let my co-host in? It's time to let my co-host in. Alright. Is he going to be good? Is he going to be good? Say hello to everyone, Alex. Alex! Uh-huh. Everybody's here to see you and not me. That's right, Alex. You're the one making money, not me. Does this guy got groceries for us? Oh, yes he does. Man, he's carrying 2 tubs of cat litter? Good for him. Those things are stupidly heavy.
Yes, hello. Hi. I missed you too. Hi.
Alright, back to, well, I don't know where we are. We're somewhere. Isn't that just how life is? You never know where you are, but you're somewhere. You're somewhere in there, and don't worry, you're never truly alone. There are bugs. If at any time you feel alone or afraid or frightened, just remember I am a little insect crawling across your skin. Where is this going? Where is this going? What did I eat for breakfast today that made me like this? Oh yeah. Right, I forgot that I am just like this. Ha. Just remember, I'm the little insect crawling across your skin telling you that everything will be okay. Yep. Perfectly normal. I'm perfectly mentally stable, Tsunuki. What are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know. Why can't I go? There's not a path that lets me do that. And I feel like there's something to do here, but I just don't know what it is. It's nice that my head never stops burning. That sounds strange out of context. Even with context, it's rather strange. Such is the Yume Nisshi life. Of course, Alex is happy now that he's in here just so he can lay on the floor. Ah, cat, if everyone's life were that simple. I don't know why I said lives. Oh, we're back here again. Yippee. Is this the same area, though? This does lead to another area. Yes, I was hoping that by letting you in you would not scream and cry, but you have never done that for me. Alex. What do you need? Do you need love? Do you need love, Alex? Do you need someone to pet your head and give you little kisses and someone to call you Stinky? Yeah? Alex! Honey. Come here. Come here. Don't be a nuisance. Don't be a nuisance, buddy. You're my co-host. You can't do this to me, Alex. Here. Why don't you just jump up here? Come here. Come on up. Alex. What a lad. I thought this led somewhere, but I'm starting to think it doesn't. Oh, really? That's what you want to do? Uh-huh. It's 'cause I'm hosting, isn't it? It's 'cause I'm streaming and not paying attention to you? Hang on. Listen. I'm gonna stand for that. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. Tell me, Alex, why does this Uncrustable look like it has an ulcer of some sort? Ulcerative Uncrustable? Ulcer Crustable?
It's a big boy. Right. You just want to be held. That's what this is about. When you can't cause crimes, even though you want to be.
You can't cause crimes just so you can be held. I don't be held and I don't cause crimes. Just psychic damage. Alright, let's... Alright. There we go.
We're back.
Unfortunately, Alex chose violence, so... He didn't choose violence, but he chose the... Let's annoy her instead of maybe just sit on my lap. Typical. Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't think this is going anywhere. I could have sworn this did lead somewhere, though. It did. Didn't it lead to the blue door place? I feel like it did. Maybe not? It's hard to say. And this will probably lead me back to the original area. No, this is a dead end. Interesting. Yeah, and this is... Oh no, that's the light. Don't make me have to get out a map for this. I don't think I'd stoop that low, to be honest. I could always come back here later, you know? I think my brain is running out of juice. That's the issue. I was so tired today, I almost didn't do this one and almost just wanted to do Toradora instead. Like my watch along. Maybe we will do that Monday. Maybe we will do that Monday. I try not to do, what the fuck? Oh no, that's just my vision being weird. Never mind! Never mind. You think you see a cool visual effect and then you look closer, it's like, oh, that's just the lines in my vision. Whoopsie. Yeah, I'm not finding anything. Well, I will try to go to 4 hours. Ugh. Yeah, that's a... Oh no! Oh no! This is the first Uncrustable I've gotten that did... This is the first Uncrustable I've thought that, did not fare well. Damn. That's unfortunate! That's very soggy bread. Fuck, there must have been a hole in the bag. That's the first time that's happened. Well, that's unfortunate. I know I don't have to put this effect on, I just like how it looks. But yeah, that is I do believe that is the first time I've had an Uncrustable, not farewell. Well, unfortunate. Which means there's like a 1 in 10 chance. There's a 1 in 10 chance that sometimes when I let an Uncrustable defrost in the sink, sometimes there could be a small hole in the bag. My mother had warned me about that, but I was just like, it's never happened to me yet. Well, it just happened to me, so... Hello. Beep boop. Back to the juice land. Real moist today. I wish I hadn't said that. Oh well. That just means that, like about an hour I will leave and go get real food after the stream is done. I'm still gonna try to go for 4 hours, or at least 3 hours, 30 minutes. 3 hours and a half. I know I could just leave at any time, but like, I am having a lot of fun. Hopefully I will go to bed sooner tonight. Cause, yeah, that was unpleasant. I didn't even really want to be awake either. I was just kind of awake and in a daze. Until like 5 AM. And I don't like that. Everybody say bad, Nietzsche. You need to not have that happen. I need to be energetic for my streams. Hello. Thank you. Yes, I will work to keep my sleep schedule in line. The same lamp. With fan games like this, I most likely, will only do like one at a time, so I don't get too confused. Okay, so that just goes here and nowhere else, which is unfortunate. Does this not go anywhere else? It's rather inconvenient, I would say. So yeah, I'll be doing Yume Nisshi every couple of streams. I try not to do back-to-backs because like I know that personally would annoy me if I was like this isn't a game for everyone. So like, and plus I mean this channel is all about variety, so like I want to give people options, you know? Bro, take me back. But yeah, I don't know why I said tomorrow. Monday is probably going to be Toradora, most likely. Unless I feel like super energetic. We also need to do another boba stream because like I'm at 105 followers, so that's worth celebrating, you know. Boba and something, I don't know. I haven't gotten boba in a really long time. It's exciting. I don't know what kind of boba I'll get. Get something really sophisticated. And I guess I can do a cursed art stream eventually. Although honestly, I feel like I'm running out of ideas. I need to expand my horizons and find new types of cursed art. I have a feeling that this world is probably going to appear in one of my video previews. It's always interesting to see what Twitch decides to grab as my thumbnails, because it's just randomly generated. You'll notice though that if you watch a video like right away, like right after the stream ends, there is a chance that the icon will change several times. If you ever see that happen, that is me. That is me messing with the icon, trying to find a better, like, trying to find a better thumbnail. Cause sometimes with certain thumbnails, I just don't really like how it looks. So I like go back and like watch through the video and like try to get one myself. You can usually tell if it's one of my thumbnails though, because like there usually be like arrows in the very bottom corner, which is unfortunate, but I haven't found a way. I'm usually too lazy to do anything about it because it's kind of hard to notice, you know. Now, of course, everyone's going to notice because I just said that, and everyone's gonna be like, Nietzsche, that's so tacky. Yeah, whatever. This is actually like quite a pleasant place to just walk around, you know? You, me, and these weird pillars, you know. I wonder if programming these animations is like a pain in RPG Maker. I could also potentially do an RPG Maker stream in the future. I don't think that would be that interesting though, but maybe like maybe a pixel art one. That does not sound like boba, unfortunately. That sounds like sad boba. A fruit cup with boba. Oh, okay, that. Never mind. This is. Haven't I been here before in a different Fangame? This must be drawing inspiration from the sewers. There's definitely a lot of homages to the original. You know, it would be great if I could get up there, but I can't. I don't think I can, at least. Can I get through this, though? Ooh, but I can get through this. This looks like a place for me. Okay. No, I'm gonna assume this could be, like, omelet, or whatever. Oh. Chimera. Or chimera? Oh, cute. What is my effect? Nice. Oh! I have 4 legs now. Or maybe I just... Maybe I have 4. Maybe I have just 3. I'm not sure. This is cute, though. Of course, I'm sure some of you are just like, why are you saying this is cute? This is like horribly like messed up. Like both are true. Okay, so yeah, this just leads here. I don't know if this leads anywhere else. And I'm assuming if Yume Nisshi logic applies with the inspirations, that probably just brings NPCs closer. I would like to get up there, but I don't think that goes anywhere. They did a really nice job with this game. It definitely draws major inspiration from Yume Nisshi. Maybe a little bit too much, but it doesn't feel like a carbon copy of it, which is very good. And I mean, the art style is nice. Yeah, I think this just repeats. How very unfortunate. Unless, of course, these are like different, no, this is still the... Can I like... I don't think I can sit down like this, though, that's the problem. I think I do walk a little bit slower, though. Maybe not. Let's wear my scarf. Just because I think I look cool in this when I'm walking through the God knows what. This is a good way to leave off the streams, honestly. When I'm more tired and I just want to like walk through the middle of nowhere. Oh, okay, I didn't scratch myself. I thought I did, but I think I probably will just go to just 3 hours, though. Which, just 3 hours and, 3.5 hours, I guess. By the way, did you know another one of my weaknesses is, if you say, like, a quarter till or shit like that, I won't understand what you're talking about. Like, I straight up will not understand. I sort of know what they mean, but I have to think about it. And usually my brain is just like, I'm not going to think about that, and then I never do, and then I get confused. So please, just say the damn time. None of this, like, quarter till, like, I don't know what that means. Maybe I do. I'm not gonna say anything, though, in case I get it wrong on stream and everyone's like, Nichan, you're so fucking stupid. Yes, I'm fucking stupid. I can read an analog clock. But I did learn extremely late. I did learn very late, but I can read analog. Now you lead me somewhere, right, you lead me the hand pathway, which is, I think, a good place to, like, leave it off, because I don't really know where this would... This doesn't go anywhere. Yes, I can read an analog clock.
Alright. Big stretch.
So, what are we gonna do in the future? Soggy. Soggy Uncrustable. Ew. Wet bread. Ew. Wow, I finally got it to the 3 minutes by just wasting my time and being like, ew, wet bread. Oh well. For this one, I'm gonna do it a little bit like I did Yume Nikki a while back. We'll have this one like every couple of streams. I'll try not to do back to back, but I might. I will probably just keep it to this fan game. If the fan game is big enough, I don't want to get the worlds confused. So I'll probably just stick with this one for a little bit. And then once this one is finished, I'll like go on to another fan game. In the meantime, I will prepare another one, so that I can do a playthrough of it in the future, because I think this one worked out really well. And I know that, like, Yume Nikki does really good. Yume Nikki fan games do really good on this channel, and I honestly enjoy them. I love them. So unfortunately, if that's not your jam, this is kind of a staple of the channel. But there is still a lot of other stuff that's on the channel that isn't Yume Nikki. So, let's see. I think I don't really have any plans for what we're gonna do on Friday. Monday depends on how tired I am. I might do Toradora. Eventually we'll do a boba stream, like, someday. We'll do it. Oh my fucking god, that's a door? Oh my god, I just realized that was a door! God damn it. Okay. That was not my proudest moment. I didn't realize that was a door. Oh my god. Okay, well I might as well look around here before I leave. Hi! Are you friend? Friend? Hi. I feel so stupid. I was just vaguely thinking to myself, wow, that looks kinda door-like. Sure fucking enough. Huh? Maybe it really is the same world. This is interesting. This does make me want to make a fan game, though. That's just random. Because I think what I was getting hung up on... Hi! I think what I was getting hung up on, was trying to fit everything in a theme, and I think with Yume Nikki fan games, it's best to just kind of be random and just, like, figure out where things take you. For example, where the fuck am I? Yeah. Well, I can't believe I didn't realize that was a door. So I guess I'll end it. Oh, can I? Okay, can I? Oh my god, can I not do it? I want my head. I want. Can you not do it? Oh no. No, there's gotta. No. Okay, well, I'll find another egg to pose. Oh, there's another egg. Egg. Where does this one go? Where does it go? Okay, this is too much for me. Let's come back here another day. Yeah. This is a pretty badass place to leave it off, though. But yeah. We might do Toradora Monday. If not, I'll just find some other game. I wanna start another visual novel. I could always go back to Japanese school life and do the other route. I was thinking about that the other day, and I think that would be pretty funny. I can always check out other indie games, or we'll just do we'll find something fun. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later. Yes, I will save right here. Thank you. This is a very fascinating world, but I'm going to get out of here now. Anyway, I will see you guys, I will see you guys on Monday, and just an FYI, if you're ever not sure if you're ever not sure what's taking so long, or what's the hold up, or like why am I not streaming, the updates will almost always be on Twitter. Unless of course it is super impromptu, and I have not updated it yet. If something comes up, I mean, if it's like just emergency plans, then I might not have an update, but I'm generally, if it's just a slight delay, I will always have it on Twitter, for updates. For Tumblr, I would not, like, for Tumblr my schedule is available, but I don't usually update it, in time, because it's a little bit more complicated to get to. It's not more complicated to get to, it's just that less people like, that blog is not specifically used for, my idle activities, so I usually will not mention if times have been changed. What is that thing? Is that alive? Do I want to know? Not sure I want to know. Does it have a face? Oh, is it like a boat? Is it someone in a boat? Interesting. Oh no, it's like a face. Interesting. Anyway. But yeah, I will see you guys later. See you on Monday. We will have something fun planned. I don't know what it will be. We'll have something fun.
Anyway, bye-bye! Johnny! Matane! Bye!
I guess I don't actually have to tell you that I'm waving every single time. I mean, it's kind of a stream staple, but it's not that interesting, so I might get rid of it. Anyway.
Bye-bye! Johnny! Matane! Bye!
This is a fun game. I want to play more.
Bye-bye! Johnny!